my channel. It's me, the Black Travelista, Naomi Robinson, and I'm here with another video. I don't usually upload during the week or do videos, but I've been getting so many questions in regards to myself and different things. I thought I'd do a quick question and answer video today. So here it is. So firstly, I want to address something. I've received a message of somebody on YouTube saying, it was like something like, are you only going to do videos sitting down? It's going to start getting a bit boring. And that kind of got to me because people don't know your situation. I'm here giving out as much information to people in regards to Tanzania and repatriation. Tanzania is not like most countries. They warn you about vlogging. I've been told by people that you have to be careful in regards to vlogging in Tanzania. There's a lot going on politically in regards to Magufuli and stuff, and he's told many journalists and stuff that they cannot, give out information or, journal things in Tanzania without permission. So I think that a lot of places now, if you go there, they assume you're a journalist and they won't let you record. I went into a bar the other day and I was just doing a Snapchat, and I got told by security to stop it. I wasn't allowed to do Snapchats, and that was just on my phone. So imagine me going out with a big camera, trying to, document stuff. You get stopped. I went to the mall the other day and I was just doing a video of the mall. I got stopped. They wanted me to erase the video and everything. So people can assume that you're just not doing things for this because you just don't feel like doing it, but it's not that. There's rules and regulations in Tanzania. And at the moment, I'm still kind of new to this whole YouTube world, and I'm just trying to give what people, the majority, want, and the majority have asked me to do these kind of videos and like them. So I will be changing and I will be doing some vlogging eventually, but at the moment I'm just trying to find my feet and sort things out. Videos are not that easy to do. Like, it takes time, it takes organisation. I don't just get up one day and video. I actually plan the videos, plan everything about them. So yeah, that's my little rant over, and let's start with the questions. First question is, are you married? No, I'm not married. I'm not married yet. I have no children yet, but hopefully one day it will happen. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Where do you prefer, Tanzania or Ghana? I get this question all the time via DMs, emails, comments. Which one do you prefer? Ghana's better than Tanzania, isn't it? Or Tanzania's better than Ghana? You know what? For me, it's the motherland. Whilst I'm in the motherland, I'm happy. Tanzania is beautiful, Ghana is beautiful. It was once one continent, there was no borders. I don't want to kind of play countries off each other. Both of them are beautiful in my eyes, and they both have differences. In Ghana, I find that, I wouldn't say I prefer the food, but the culture is very similar to Caribbean culture, because they say that many of us Caribbeans are of West African descent, so there's a lot of similarities. At the same time, there's things in Tanzania that I prefer to Ghana. I'd say both of them are beautiful. Both are very, very beautiful countries. Both of them are African countries, so, that's all I'm going to say. I love them both the same. Tanzania and Ghana, I love you the same. What was your first experience of racism? This is kind of a deep one, because I experienced racism from an early age, and I think that if you're growing up in the UK, you will experience racism very, very early in life. I had racism from people I thought were friends in my junior school. I used to be called Blackie, I used to be called Monkey, I used to be called all sorts of names, like people didn't want to sit by you, people didn't want to touch you because your skin was dark. I remember coming from school, getting picked up from school by my dad, and people would just stare at us. Like, little kids would just stare at us. But I know that was probably through their parents' ignorance that they taught their children. But in school, teachers were racist towards me. Like, I'd be in a classroom full of kids, and someone would talk, and it would be like, Naomi, get out of the class, you're talking again. I'd be like, but sir, it wasn't me. I don't want to hear nothing, Naomi, just get out. Hold on, is it because I'm the only black girl in the class, I'm the only person that's talking, when it wasn't even me? But that's how it is. You've got teachers who are racist. That's why I always believe that black kids should be taught by black teachers. Your children in school with teachers who are probably racist, you don't know what they're like behind closed doors, but obviously their job, being a teacher, you've got to teach people of many different ethnic backgrounds, but a lot of them don't like black people. So your kids in school being taught by a teacher actually doesn't like them, and that's why a lot of kids go, have issues in school, because they're being neglected, they're being, downgraded. I had a teacher, a French teacher, that lost my work, which was 60% of my final GCSE grade. so I ended up failing it. She used to be horrible to me for no reason at all, because I was the only black girl in the class. Do you know what I mean? I've been on holiday and received racism. I've been, in the workplace and been received institutional racism. So I've received racism all my life, and that's one of the reasons why I say to most people in the UK, we need to leave, because a lot of us get so accustomed to racism, and you shouldn't be accustomed to it. A lot of us, downplay ourselves because of racism, or feel that to be accepted we have to conform. No, we shouldn't have to conform. That's why I say come to Africa and be able to just come to Africa and be yourself, because this is the place you can be yourself, because everybody looks like you. To answer the question, yes, my earliest experience of racism was in junior school, so I was probably about 6-7 years old, and I've received it ever since. So moving on, have you moved to Tanzania for good? Well, hopefully it's for good. No, if you accept me, I'll stay. No, but on the real, yeah. I made a decision that, with all that's going on in the world, I'd want to stay in Tanzania. I feel at home, I feel safe. There's a great president ruling the country. So, yeah, am I here for good? At the moment, yes, I'm here for good. Obviously, anything can change at any moment in time, but for now, I'm in Tanzania for good. Do you think there will be more lockdowns? Yes, there will be more lockdowns. There's lockdowns going on now. The UK is going back to only 6 people can meet at a time from Monday. So lockdowns are going on all over the world. And that's the reason why I come to Tanzania. I come to Tanzania because I don't want to be in a lockdown in the UK during the winter time. During the winter in England, it gets dark at 4 p.m. It gets bright at about 8 a.m. So you're mostly in darkness, which means you'll be locked up behind closed doors with no vitamin D for nearly 8-9 months, because the winter lasts for long in England. So yeah, there's definitely going to be more lockdowns, and they're happening right now, and that's why I'm telling people to get out, leave where you are and come to Africa. A lot of people are saying that, you want to plan to leave, we're going to leave next year. Trust me, time's running out. If you want to come to Africa, come now, because your lockdowns are going to keep on going on for quite a few years until they reach the agenda that they're trying to put into place. This lockdown is all about new agendas, new ways of living. In the UK, they're going to be introducing curfews, which is part of the martial law, as most of you will know. So there's going to be more lockdowns, and it's going to carry on for quite a while. Could be years. These lockdowns carry on for, because it's all about bringing in new agendas. So yeah, there will be more lockdowns. Will you return to Ghana? So, if Ghana start testing, I will go back to Ghana. If they continue to test, I won't go back to Ghana. And the reason that I don't want to be tested is because we don't know what's on these swabs. I don't trust them putting anything in my body, especially knowing what's been going on in this world over the last 5 months. Why would I trust them to put something in my body that could be, have some tiny little microchemicals that could be being let off in my body once they insert it? I don't trust it. Obviously, it's each man to their own, but at the moment, I won't be travelling to Ghana until the tests stop. If the tests don't stop, then I'll be staying put in Tanzania forever. But yeah, I do want to go to Ghana because it was my first choice, and I do love Ghana, but at the moment, it's a no-no, unfortunately. So, next question. Did you require a test to come to Tanzania? No. Coming from the UK, you don't require a test to come to Tanzania. And I came on the 30th of August, and up to this point, they're still not asking for tests. So if you're coming from the UK, don't worry, you don't have to be tested. From the USA, you might have to be. And that is not the requirement of Tanzania, it's the requirement of the US, because I believe they're trying to stop people from coming back home. That's what I believe. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I feel, because Tanzania are not having it as a requirement, but yet the US are trying to test people and saying people that come up positive can't leave. So, but from the UK, you don't have to be tested. What do you plan to do business-wise in Tanzania in regards to the diaspora? So, if any of you watch my channel and go back, you'll see that when I was planning to go to Ghana, my next project was going to be to build a repatriation village in Ghana in the Volta region. So I was in the process of buying land in the Volta region, and I even set up a GoFundMe in regards to building in Ghana. But based on what's happened, I'm unable to go to Ghana at the moment, so that project is on hold. I'd love to do something similar in Tanzania, because I know that there's a lot of repatriates and diasporans who want to come here, and when you move to a new country, accommodation is probably the hardest thing to sort out. At the moment, I'm in an Airbnb, and me and my friend are planning to get an apartment together, and that is such a hard process. We've been out to view properties, and like at the moment we've just stopped. It's just hard. It's hard. So, you know, I think it would be good if there was something, some sort of project that people who are trying to come over could kind of tap into. And like many of you might know, if you watch my old videos, I worked in property for 20 years. I worked in resident services, I worked in project management, so I did a lot of projects, like building projects. I was an operations manager for a big housing organisation, so I did a lot of stuff like worked on plans for new building projects. I've done quite a bit in housing. I managed teams of, you know, income officers and stuff like that. So I've got a lot of background experience in like building and projects within the housing sector. So I believe that in somewhere like Tanzania, people coming over who want places to live, affordable housing, that would be a really, really good thing to have here, because I find that it can be kind of hard to find something straight away. So yeah, that's what I might be working on eventually. Obviously I want to try and find out how to go about it, because obviously land isn't as easy to acquire here. But I'm sure if it was to do with a project which is, you know, going to help out diasporans as well as Tanzanians, then it will kind of might be a bit easier. But also I want to go into agriculture and farming. That was my plan in Ghana as well, to go into farming. I think that food is the way forward at the moment, because, you know, there's a lot going on in the world, and food is something that, you know, everybody needs to survive on this earth. So farming and agriculture, and hopefully the affordable housing project will be something I would be doing in Ghana. In Tanzania. And Ghana eventually, because obviously it's about building up Africa. It's not just about Tanzania, it's not just about Ghana, it's about everywhere. So if I'm able to get back to Ghana, that project will continue. So moving on to the next question. Are you a fashion designer? No, I'm not. I don't know why people think I'm a fashion designer. Maybe it's because of, you know, the clothes that I wear in my videos. But no, growing up I did kind of do a bit of styling, but I didn't follow it through. So fashion was my passion. So I do love clothes, I do love fashion and stuff like that. So that is something that I enjoy doing, but I'm not a fashion designer. I'm an interior designer, which is probably where my creativity comes from, because interior design and fashion is quite closely linked, because obviously it's creative. Basically it's to do with creativity, and, you know, fashion often links into interior design. So yeah, that's my experience with fashion. I've never been able to make clothes. I can't sew, I can't design, but I will be trying to get some clothes made here to also wear in my videos, because there's so much beautiful fabrics here, and obviously it's about, you know, helping the economy and helping black business. So I definitely will be getting some stuff made, and once I do get them made, you'll be seeing them. And I will also be doing some fashion lookbooks as well, because people are always asking me about the clothes that I'm wearing. So in the future I'll be doing some more fashion lookbooks. So why did you leave Ghana? I left Ghana mainly because of finances. I planned it for many years to go to Ghana, and I saved, but I find Ghana expensive. I know that, you know, people say, oh, if you move up into the hills of Ghana, it's cheaper, but so coming from the west, you're not going to go directly to the hills of Ghana. You're going to kind of test out the, you know, the city first and stuff like that. But Ghana is expensive, and it's getting more pricey. I've got a friend who contacted me from Ghana the other day, asking about Tanzania, because she said she's finding rent really expensive there. And I've got a friend in the US who's actually Ghanaian, and even she's kind of questioning whether to go back to Ghana, because the prices are rising really, really high. I don't know if it's because the what's been going on in the world, why things have changed, and they've had to put up the prices, but it's quite expensive. And even when I was there, I found it expensive. Not as expensive as the West or England or the UK or the US, but it's quite high for Africa. They say that Ghana is one of the most expensive places in Africa at the moment. So yeah, it was expensive. So that's the reason I moved back. I left Ghana to go back to the UK, make some money, do a few more courses so I could kind of have something to fall back on. So I trained up to be a personal trainer, a nutritionist, a herbalist whilst I was away. So I went away to save and also educate myself. So yeah, that's it for that question. Moving on to the last question. Why did you leave the UK? So I think that growing up in the UK, I never felt a part of the UK. I just felt like I was just like this little black girl in this country that, you know, doesn't really like us. And because of that, I always wanted to leave the UK. I just didn't feel, you know, comfortable being a minority, having that pumped in your ears every day. Oh, you're the minority, ethnic minority, when on a world scale we're the ethnic majority. So I think all that was done to brainwash people and stuff. And I find that a lot of people, even especially a lot of young black boys, you see that, you know, growing up in the UK, you might not realise it, but it suppresses you. It kind of, you know, it kind of has you trying to conform to their ways, kind of thing. And as black people, that's not for us. We're from the motherland. We are melanated people. We belong to Africa, and a lot of us are in the UK, in the USA, putting up with so much crap in these countries. And I just had enough of it. I just had enough of the racism, being able to get so high in an organisation before, you know, you're torn down because you didn't conform or do things the way that they wanted you to do it. Seeing my black brothers totally like always torn down, can't get certain jobs, you know, only can get certain jobs if they, you know, start dating somebody who's not of their own colour. All stuff like that. I just had enough of it. I had enough of just like, even just down to the weather, just doom and gloom, just all that stuff. I just had enough of England, and I think that, you know, I am an advocate for us kind of moving back to Africa. I know that everyone's not going to do it, because a lot of people still believe Africa is just, you know, slums, poverty. They've been brainwashed by the West into thinking that Africa has nothing. But, you know, Africa is the most richest land on this whole planet, and we need to come back home. So, yeah, my main reason was I left the UK is because I just had enough of what was going on there. And with all that's going on in the world now, I'm glad that I had that in my head, because I'd be stuck in the UK right now, and that is not the place to be right now. I know that things are tough all over the world, but I'd rather be in a land where people who look like me and understand where I'm coming from, who understand me as an individual, not where a place where people are constantly tearing us down. You know, I've been seeing I seen a video the other day where some boys were on a tube, and this white guy was calling them monkeys and stuff. Like all that is what you put up with on a daily basis in the UK. You know, black people having to kind of, you know, walk themselves down just to be accepted in society. Like, I want to be who I am. I want to be Naomi Robinson. I don't want to be walking down myself just to be part or be accepted in the British society. No way. So that was the reason I kind of moved, because I just had enough of it. And I don't want to go with my young black sons when I have kids in that society where he doesn't love himself, or because he goes to school and the teacher's making him feel less than because he's a black boy. And then when he goes out into the open world, he can't find certain jobs because he's a black boy, or he's stereotyped because he's a black boy, or he can't wear a hood because he's a black boy. Like, I'm not, because I would just be, trust me, them teachers would get it from me. Like, you know, it hurts me when I see my young black brothers now in the UK who are living lifestyles that they don't want to live, but they feel like that's all they've got. They haven't even thought about coming to the motherland or thinking, you know what, let me see what's, you know, if I can go to the motherland and change things. They feel that that's where they're from, and they have to kind of put up with it, and you don't. So that's the reason I left the UK and, you know, come to this beautiful place called Africa. So that was my last question, and I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to say that thank you for all the support, all the followers, all the comments, all the encouragement. It is so it's lovely. I'm so thankful, and I'm so grateful for everything that everyone's doing to help grow my channel. Doing YouTube is not easy. People think it's easy. It takes hours and hours to edit videos and stuff like that. And I am going to try and start uploading twice a week. I might start vlogging a bit more, as some people want. And, you know, I want to try and upload a bit more, because I realise that people like the content. I want to just keep on helping my people. I want to keep on helping people to see, you know, see the light, to see that Africa is a wonderful place, and this is where we belong to, and that there's opportunity in other places other than the West. There's loads of opportunity in other places. So yeah, I just wanted you to know that, and I just thank you for all the questions. Thanks for all your help, and just continue to be you and do you. Don't conform for nobody. You was born this way for a reason. Don't ever forget that. But anyway, I'm gonna go now. Hope you enjoy. Bye.